Are you struggling to scale your personal training business and have that dreaded chat with your client about increasing their prices? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about how I reduced my client base and client trained hours per week, but earned more money per hour of time. Stick around. So the problem with not being able to scale your personal training business is pretty obvious. We only have so many hours within our week as a personal trainer, and once we hit a certain limit, we can't really earn any more money unless we have that chat with our clients. But even if we do have that chat with our clients where we're upping their price per hour, we can still only up it a certain amount. Because if you're charging £30 per hour and you up it to £60 per hour straight away with no additional value, the client probably isn't going to be able to justify that. But the only thing we can do is up it by maybe £2 per hour, which is okay and does work to a certain extent. But I'm going to talk about a much more efficient and effective way to almost double your revenue per month and per hour of time without just having to up it by £2 per hour, all while still being able to work less. So I've been a personal trainer over the last 7 years, and I've always done the same thing as probably you have and all other personal trainers have, is I've charged per hour of time. So when a client comes into my world, or prospective client comes into my world, I'll say, look, I charge for a block of 5, it's £35 per hour, block of 10, it's £30 per hour, so on and so forth, and it's discounted the more sessions you book. But the problem with this, as I said, is I was limited to the amount of hours I actually had in my week and how many clients I could actually train. So it got to a certain point where I was hitting around 30 to 35 hours per week, charging around £30 per hour. Yes, I was earning decent money, but I had to factor in all the clients' training sessions, I had to program, I had to factor in my own program, and I had to factor in my life and everything else. 30 hours of PT is not 30 hours of PT. It's more like 50 to 60 hours, as we probably know. So the main thing with this is, as I said, it led to burnout, and it led to me thinking, surely I can't just be a slave to my business for the rest of my life, especially in the future. If I had kids, or maybe you have kids watching this, how are you going to be able to work mornings and evenings and then be able to do all other things outside of personal training? And I did this because it was what every other personal trainer was doing. I thought it was just the thing that had to be done. I worked my way up to doing 30 hours of PT per week, which took a long time, and it felt great. That was like the tip of the iceberg, to be able to do 30 PT sessions per week, and it was great. I earned better money than I did when I was doing 10 hours per week, but as I said, I got to a point where I was burning out. I had no time for myself. I did this because I thought it was what you had to do. I saw other personal trainers within the industry saying, oh, once you hit that magic 30-hour PT mark, that's when you're a real personal trainer and you've got a successful business. Well, I'm going to say the more hours you do per week selling an hour of time, the more fool you, because you are actually selling your time per hour and you're not able to work on your business. You're just purely working within your business. And the consequence of this is you aren't able to take on any more clients, you aren't able to earn any more money, and you're a slave to your own business. You don't have time to work on content, for example, like I'm doing here for social media and for maybe a podcast or YouTube videos or doing online coaching. You don't have time for any of that because you're constantly training within the gym and training your clients. Even if you've got the best clients in the world, you aren't able to actually optimize your business. So I started doing some research, and I found the best way to actually earn more money per hour of time and actually reduce my client hours. And I'm going to go over a few different tips to what I did and ways I actually implemented this, and you can as well. So the main solution was that I switched charging per hour of time to charging an end result and packaging my service. So when a prospector was in a consultation with me, my old model used to be that I would say, look, I do a block of 5, a block of 10, or pay as you go. This is how it works. And then they would come on board for maybe twice per week, £30 per hour. That was great. I was earning that money per hour of time, but as I said, it led to all the consequences. I then changed it up so that when someone was in a consultation, I said that, look, I do a Kickstart Your Fitness 12-week package. You're at the start of your journey. In 12 weeks, I can guarantee that you're going to build a little bit of muscle, build some strength, and lose a little bit of body fat as well. So that was my niche as well. I had a little specific end result for a client to follow, and I laid down exactly how it would work. I said, look, in 12 weeks, I can guarantee you can get this end result. We're going to incorporate personal training and online coaching. So you can do 1 session per week with me, 12 sessions in total, And outside of those sessions, you can do some online coaching with me. So that way, the client gets the best result as well because they've got more value. So I used to say to them, look, every single session outside of the personal training sessions with me is going to be programmed for you, essentially like online coaching. So you'll check in with me within a Facebook group like all my other clients, and then you'll check in with me in person as well, aka the personal trainer. This way I had a hybrid system of personal training and online coaching, all working towards that end result within 12 weeks. This also meant that it was more value for the clients because they were getting more accountability, more structure for them. They weren't left to their own devices outside of sessions. I was checking in with them within a Facebook group. This also meant I could charge a more premium price, but it didn't seem any more premium for the client. Because if someone was doing 3 sessions per week at £30 per hour, that would be £90 per week. But I said to the person, look, just do 1 session a week with me, but all the other sessions you can do in your own time. I'm going to plan for you and I'm going to structure for you as well. But I would charge for a 12-week block, and you could, do it in installments, maybe 3 installments over the course of 3 months. But I would break it down so that once I'd done my calculations, it worked out that I was actually earning £70 per hour. So 70 times by obviously 12, but I'd charge for the 12 weeks upfront. So for example, I'd charge £840 for 12 weeks, and that would work out to me at £70 per hour, but I wouldn't sell it as £70 per hour. I'd just say package, I'd say in 12 weeks, I want you to come on board. This is the end result you're going to see. It's called the 12-week Kickstart Your Fitness, £840, and it's going to include personal training and online coaching. This way, I was able to sell that end result. So just to break down some of the numbers here, I could do just 20 PT sessions per week on this model, and it would work out to £1,400 per week, okay? Because that equates to £70 per session, although I'm not selling it directly as £70 per session, but once you actually break it down, so £1,400 per week for just 20 hours of PT sessions per week. Whereas the old model, when I do 30 PT sessions, so 10 more than I am doing now, at £30 per hour, because I used to do a block booking, that equates to just £900 per week. So I was earning less amount of money, and I was doing more hours per week, and the client was getting less value. So it was a win-win. So packaging your service is something which is going to massively change your business if you want to earn more money per hour of time, scale your business upwards, and provide more value to your clients. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know a lot more about this topic, go to the link in the description where we talk about this on our podcast. There's a link to Apple and Spotify on there, and we've got links to our 12-week course and our free ebooks as well. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.